Before you drift into sleep tonight, imagine this. There is no earth beneath your feet, no stars above your head, no sound, no wind, no time, just a gentle, endless darkness, quiet, still, waiting. And then something happens, not a noise, not a movement, but a presence, soft, powerful, steady, as if the whole universe is holding its breath. And into that deep, peaceful nothingness, a voice whispers, "Let there be light." Suddenly, a spark ignites, small at first, like a candle being born in the dark. But then it spreads, it expands, it blooms across the void like slow-motion lightning unfurling through an empty sky. Galaxies swirl awake like glowing rivers of dust. Stars burst into existence with the softness of lanterns flickering on in a great cathedral. Nebulas billow like painted clouds, stretching in colors your waking mind doesn't even have names for. You're drifting through this creation in a slow, dreamlike float, as though wrapped in gentle water, watching the universe take its very first breath. And then the Creator turns his attention toward a small, silent planet, blue, empty, expectant, a canvas waiting for a masterpiece. Welcome to the beginning. You feel yourself gently descending, like a feather settling onto an unseen hand. Below you, oceans swirl into place as though guided by invisible brushes. Mountains rise, slow and peaceful, like the earth stretching after a long sleep. Light pours across the new world in golden waves. Trees rise from the soil like dancers lifting their arms toward the sky. Flowers bloom as if waking from dreams of color. Waterfalls spill down cliffs with a soft, eternal whisper. Every animal appears with calm purpose. Deer stepping gracefully through the forest. Birds lifting into the air like living music. Fish gliding in rivers clear as glass. Everything lives, but nothing is afraid. Everything breathes, but nothing suffers. This world has no storms, no shadows, no sorrow. It is peace in its purest form. But the Creator is not finished. This beautiful world is missing its heart, its reflection, its storyteller. And so you drift closer, as though invited to witness something sacred. You land softly in a quiet garden, wrapped in glowing mist. Everything here feels warmer, gentler, alive in a deeper way. The Creator kneels over the soft earth and shapes a form from the dust, slowly, tenderly, like an artist sculpting something precious. Shoulders, arms, hands, a peaceful resting face. It is a perfect form, but motionless. Then the Creator leans close and breathes. The breath flows softly, like warm wind swirling through leaves. It enters the figure's chest, filling it, awakening it. And the man opens his eyes. His first breath is long and slow. His first sight is the face of the one who made him. His first feeling is perfect peace. This man, this creation, this beginning of humanity is Adam. He rises to his feet in a world that welcomes him. Animals gather around him with calm curiosity. Birds sing gentle melodies from the branches above. The sunlight rests on his shoulders like a warm embrace. This garden is made for him. But even in this paradise, the Creator knows Adam should not experience it alone. Eden in this dream feels like a sanctuary suspended between heaven and earth. The air shimmers with golden mist. The streams glow with reflections of soft starlight, even in the daytime. Leaves rustle with whispers of comfort. Fruit hangs from the trees like jewels of amber, ruby, and emerald. Every step Adam takes feels guided, peaceful, grounded. He names the creatures as they wander by: lion, dove, river otter, gazelle. And yet something inside him feels incomplete, a quiet longing, a missing melody. One evening, as the dream shifts into a soft twilight, Adam sits by a lake reflecting the first stars. A gentle sleep washes over him. And then the Creator begins something new. In the hush of this dreamscape, the Creator draws a gentle breath and places his hand on Adam's side. There is no pain, no fear, just warmth and stillness. From Adam, the Creator shapes a new being, slowly, gracefully, like forming a sculpture out of moonlight. When she awakens, she breathes softly. Her eyes open like dawn breaking over still waters. Eve. When Adam sees her, his face lights with recognition. Bone of my bones, flesh of my flesh. Their hands meet, their hearts rest, their story begins. The garden feels fuller now, more balanced, more alive. Together, Adam and Eve walk through Eden, exploring, laughing, discovering the beauty placed around them. They move through fields of grass that sway in rhythm. They rest beneath trees whose branches glow like lanterns. They sleep beneath skies so full of stars it feels like resting inside a galaxy. They are safe. They are whole. They are united. And every evening, as the light softens, the Creator walks with them, guiding them, speaking with them, teaching them. All is well. All is harmony. But somewhere, outside the glow of Eden, something ancient is watching. In the center of the garden stand two extraordinary trees. The tree of life, glowing with soft golden light, and the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, mysterious, beautiful, wrapped in gentle shadow. God gives Adam and Eve one clear boundary. You may freely eat of every tree except one. The day you eat from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, your innocence will fade, your peace will break, your world will change. It is not a threat. It is a loving warning, a line drawn for protection. Adam and Eve accept it easily. The garden is full. Why reach for the one thing withheld? But choices are powerful, and boundaries attract curiosity. And curiosity attracts whispers. One quiet afternoon, the dreamlight fades into a soft silver glow. Eve walks along the garden path, brushing her hand across glowing petals. She pauses at the forbidden tree. Its fruit glimmers, not frighteningly, but beautifully, invitingly. And then a voice, soft, smooth, gentle enough to sound like your own thoughts. "Is it true," the voice asks, "that you cannot eat from any tree?" Eve turns. A serpent rests in the branches, strangely calm, strangely aware. Its tone is warm, almost soothing. Eve explains the boundary. The serpent replies with a quiet suggestion. You will not lose your life. You will gain understanding. Your eyes will open to wisdom. You will be like the one who made you. The fruit glows in Eve's hand as she lifts it. The serpent's whisper curls through the garden like a thread of smoke. Eve hesitates. The garden holds its breath, and then she eats. The dream doesn't break violently. No thunder, no chaos. Just a soft, sinking shift. The light dims. The air cools. The innocence fades like mist thinning in the morning sun. Adam eats as well, quietly, willingly, trustingly, and everything changes. Shame enters the world quietly, not as a scream, but as a whisper, a tightening in the chest, a confusion in the heart. Adam and Eve suddenly feel exposed. They sew leaves together to cover themselves. They hide, not because they are forced to, but because fear is suddenly real. And as the dream shifts into evening, the sound of the Creator walking in the garden returns. But this time, Adam and Eve do not run to him. They draw back into the shadows. The Creator's voice, gentle and concerned, calls, "Where are you?" Not accusation, but sorrow, longing, love wounded by distance. Adam steps forward, his voice trembling. "I was afraid, so I hid." And in that moment, the Creator gently reveals the truth. Something precious has been broken. Not the world, not the garden, but the trust. And trust, once cracked, ripples through everything. The Creator explains what their choice has invited into the world. Life will now carry labor. Hearts will now wrestle with conflict. Joy will still exist, but shadowed by struggle. Bodies will one day return to the earth, not as punishment, but as the natural result of the choice they made. But the dream does not end in sorrow, because the Creator speaks a promise. One will come from Eve's line, one who will crush the deceiver's influence, one who will restore what was lost, a redeemer, a light, a hope woven into the future of humanity. Even as Adam and Eve step out of the garden, that promise follows them like a star. They do not leave abandoned. They leave guided, protected, clothed by God Himself, still loved, still held. Their story is not ending, it is beginning anew. Outside the garden, the world feels different, but still beautiful. The wind is cooler, the nights are deeper, the soil is harder but alive with potential. Adam works the land, Eve carries the promise in her heart. They have children, Cain and Abel, brothers whose destinies grow from the same soil but in different directions. Abel walks with gentleness, Cain walks with a restless spirit. And even here, the echo of Eden shapes the world. Choices still carry weight, hearts still struggle, but humanity continues, grows, builds, lives. Adam and Eve grow older. They watch generations rise. They share stories of the garden, its peace, its beauty, its connection with the Creator. And though Eden's gates remain closed, the memory of that perfect garden becomes a seed planted in the heart of every human, a longing for peace, a longing for harmony, a longing for home.